What's good, my zesty lemons? It is Lee. Thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. If you haven't noticed, my voice is a little off. I'm still battling a nasty virus. I don't know what this is. Thank goodness it's not COVID. But it's whatever is going around, so I hope and pray that nobody gets this because it's not fun. Anyways, we are going to focus on Scorpio. And this is basically just a reading on what you need to know. I tried to get all of this out, but I had a lot of things come up. It always seems that way. Like, I always got something going on. But, you know, it is what it is. So, let's start off here. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Scorpio. Please keep in mind that the reading may or may not resonate, and you are more than welcome to check your other placements. And if they still don't make any sense to you, then you are more than welcome to check out another reader. I promise you I will not be offended, okay? Sweet universe. Thank you so much for this opportunity to read for Scorpio. I pray that my readings are accurate and concise, and that it will touch the hearts of those that are meant to hear this message, because my goal overall is to ensure, well, these came out, as I was saying, my goal is to ensure that you receive the best advice that I could possibly give to you. So this, we're going to go this way. So the first card says to stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. And the second one says bet on yourself, take chances, reach for your dreams, you've got this. This seems to be a challenge for you because at this current time you have so much on your shoulders and you feel like you just can't take a break or get a break or escape for that matter. Let's go ahead and pull the other two. What else does Scorpio need to know at this time? Okay, we have stop pushing against what is and align with it and move on. Okay, and for the final card, there we go. I'll warn you now, my loud dryer should be going off here soon, so don't be alarmed. I'm just gonna let you know it's an annoying buzzer. It scares the mess out of me every time, but I don't want it to scare you, and hopefully that you won't be able to well, you'll hear it in the video, but it's not going to be booming, at least when I adjust the volume. Anyways, it says, what has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. I don't know, but I feel like this is pertaining to love. But I'm trying to keep everything open, okay? So for what it is, you're doing too much. And you're not putting in enough energy towards the things that you want to get accomplished. Maybe it seems to you that every time you try to focus on things that you want to accomplish, something else always comes up. And it's always someone else's issues. You're gonna have to understand that it's time for you to set boundaries. Because the more that you run to someone's aid, the more you sit and listen for countless hours about the same stuff over and over again, you're taken away from yourself. And then when this person, or I mean, we'll start with people. If this person is done dumping their nonsense onto you, they're going to move on like nothing's ever happened. And they're not going to give you a second thought. They're going to continue with their lives. And you won't hear from them again until the next dramatic situation happens in their lives. What is situation? Anyways, but that's not fair to you. I just want to put that out there. It's not fair to you. And if this is familial, same thing applies. You cannot put what you've got started on a back burner because someone is in need of your attention. Because I feel that their issues is temporary. And a lot of their issues would be resolved if they would just handle the nonsense on their own and stop going back to the negative stuff that they keep going back to. But bet on yourself and take chances. Reach your dreams. You've got this. Also, with the pressures of the world and everything that is got going on, we don't pay attention to it because we think that when we are trying to focus on the things that we focus on. One second. I apologize for that. My kids decided they wanted to start banging the dishes and everything while I was trying to do a reading. But, and it distracted me a little bit, so I'm going to go back. So bet on yourself and take chances. Like I said, you're carrying so much of what you see on social media, and you're absorbing their nonsense and the facade, and it may be making you feel some type of way about your own projects or things that you're wanting to accomplish in your life. It's making you look at your relationships differently. It's making you want to move differently. But you have to understand that this whole world of social media is nothing but just a stage. And it's full of actors. And I feel like with all of the energies that are surrounding you, it does make it hard for you to focus on what's meant for you and what's not. You got everybody coming to you with their nonsense, and it makes you place doubt on your own endeavors because they can't figure out what they're wanting. Now you're over here second guessing the things that you want to accomplish. Now, if you are in a committed situationship and you see things for what it is, but yet you continue to try to push against it, like it said just align with it and move on. Understand that this person is not going to be what it is that you're wanting them to be. And when it says, what has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. I kind of feel like these two go hand in hand. All of it really goes hand in hand. Because the key player here is you. And you want me to tell you how I know that you're on the right path? Is because it seems like everybody and their mama is coming out of the woodworks wanting your attention. There it goes. I'm so sorry. Oh, I hate that buzzer. And it takes forever. Like, I don't understand why it has to buzz so loud. I regret asking for a replacement because I have to deal with this. Anyways, like I was saying, this all is together. So let's go ahead and get into it and see why God chose these cards and what advice do you need from them. Oh goodness. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the singer Cold, and if you are, awesome. But I can't get his group's song Dance from the group Off and On. It's in my head. Late at night, I think of you. So I'm wondering if maybe that's what's going on with you. You're constantly thinking of this person, and it's just got you all messed up, or maybe this person is thinking of you. Killing me softly, ooh, ooh, ooh. When I, or what do you say, when I feel so lonely. Like, it's a chill song. I'm not trying to make it a traumatic song or anything, but that song is awesome. I'll put it that way, but yeah, it's in my head. I went to go see him in Chicago, and it was amazing. I want to go back. I just want to pause or freeze time and just enjoy it. It was a treat to myself, getting away from the children and just escaping for a bit. All right. So we have the Knight of Cups here. So this Knight of Cups could offer you, or what appears to be offering you, some type of offer, like a love offer. Or they're emotionally, they could be a little flighty. But I will say that when it comes to your creativity and your dreams, let me see here. Yeah, I just think that you need to be there for yourself. You know, don't wait for Mr. or Mrs. so-called shining knight, or knight in shining armor, because they're not going to be able to pull for you the way that you're wanting them to. They're only human. They're not God, you know what I mean? And we have to get out of that habit of wanting to date people because we think that they complete us. No, you can complete yourself. They are just an accessory. Or a bonus, should I say. You should never hold somebody else responsible for your own destiny or your life. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and it says take a chance, or bet on yourself, take chances. So that's fitting right here. Ooh, goodness. If you do end up getting support with whatever this Knight of Cups could be signifying here, just make sure that it is support and not a distraction, okay? Because like I said, they have the tendencies, whether it's familial, societal, platonic, anything, even spiritual. And especially because we still have 3 more days until the retrograde is said and done. So it's definitely going to be chaotic right now. And if you have been stumbling on whether or not you should do this or this or this, just keep this in mind. With every retrograde, especially Mercury, just fall back. Don't talk to nobody for a little bit. Unless you have to, I would just fall back and try to pick up where you left off the next time when it comes to your goals. But the fact that you have bet on yourself, take chances, reach for your dreams, this is saying that this is a good time, but I feel like you have too many distractions right now and you don't feel secure enough to bet on yourself. Or maybe you're on the bottom of the wheel and you just kind of feel you're feeling the effects of everything just crumbling around you. But please understand that this is a situation that is meant to help you grow, not suffer. Okay, so stop pushing against what is and align with it and move on. So we have the Queen of Swords here. And so, look, if anybody knows anything about loss, it's definitely the Queen of Swords. In the past, you may have overshared what your goals were, and they may not have turned out the way that you hoped that they would because you had too many cooks in the kitchen. You see what I'm saying? Because they were, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say that their intentions weren't good, but sometimes they just want to, stand around and watch you do your thing. But that kitchen is specifically for you. So I feel with the Queen of Swords here, at this time, it's best for you to lay low, communicate when you need to, but above all else, just, exercise, exercise compassion when you need to, give out that loving advice if it deems worthy. I know that sounds mean, but not everybody's drama is worth it. See what I'm saying? Like I said before, they have to learn how to figure out their own stuff. They should never come to you as the whooping child or the dumpster to dump all their bullcrap on just to go right back to the same stuff. It's not fair. So we have the Queen. Excuse me. I keep wanting to say Queen. The Three of Wands in reverse. So I kind of get this vibe that you feel that you're missing out on something, or something that you've been trying to do. You feel like you've missed the mark and now it's too late. No, it's not too late. It was just not the right time. But this does exercise, or is asking for you to continue to be patient. Because I think that what the distraction is the weight that you're carrying on your shoulders. And that's, like I said, usually when someone is on the right path, you have an influx of random individuals just popping up out the norm, out the blue. And they try to make their situation seem so important, when this should have been figured out a long time ago. And I shouldn't say it like that because everybody's feelings are valid, but you get what I'm saying. Some things are not worth talking about. If you know that your person, and I'm not talking about you specifically, but you have somebody that's constantly complaining to you about how they can't stand their partner because their partner is constantly spending money when they don't have this much, well then maybe you need to do something about that. What do they expect for you to do? Whoop them? You see what I'm saying? So it just doesn't make any sense. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on. Let me put these back the way that they need to be so that I won't get confused here. They just look better that way, but what other messages do you have, God, for Scorpio? I feel like with this Wheel of Fortune, your blessings are always going to come around. But it really depends on when you're ready. So it's not so much of you missing the mark. It's honestly about you just being ready. And divine timing does play a factor in this. Oh, my throat hurts so bad. Please don't get sick, y'all. Oh, it's kind of tough. Okay, right here. All right, so we have the Devil card here. And so when I see this could be a love interest, or this could be individuals around you that just they don't understand or even care about the emotional distress that they're placing on you. Their emotions are very flighty. And when you have the Devil card here, it's almost as though they're trying to keep you bound. And we've all heard the saying, misery loves company. And when you have individuals that don't want to see you succeed, and it may not have anything to do with you personally, it's just that they're miserable and they don't want to see anything else good happen to someone else. But that's when you need to pump the brakes, and you also need to remember to set those boundaries. You got to let them know right off jump. Look, hey, we've talked about this I don't know how many times now. Please, either fix the situation or stop talking to me about it. And I also feel like that's draining you of your essence too. Because they say the devil kills, steals, and destroys. Or I should have said unalives. But I feel like what that represents is that he diminishes the vibrations to feel confident and determined. He unalives the confidence, or he steals the confidence, or he destroys it one way or another. It's just it's a three-step process. He uses people, places, things, and these are just mere distractions. That's all that it is. Also, if you have the tendencies of overstepping your boundaries as far as being a people pleaser, and you keep going back to these type of energies, it's time for you to stop doing that. You're trying to help or get them to see that your way of doing things is perfect, and they're too flighty to see that. Okay, you might as well just be single, or wait until someone of maturity comes along. A grown man or woman with a childlike mentality, and I'm talking about immaturity, they're not going to grow up until it's time for them to. Alright, so we have the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords here, with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this is saying to pay close attention to the patterns. Study the patterns and see where you can make, you know, some changes. Where can you where could you revise certain aspects of your life, right? This also talks about someone who is eager to put plans into motion, ideas into motion. So how I look at this is, while you're going through these, which you could, well, I would say they're delays for right now, continue to start planning ahead. Again, this does not mean that you're not meant to have these things. You got to get away from this energy, okay? We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. All right, so somebody is going to be mad at the fact that you are trying to break free. Like it says, stop pushing against what is and align with it. You can't force nobody to accept you for who you are. You can't force somebody to see that you can love them the way that they deserve to be loved. Excuse me. Because they're going to continue to see things from their perspective. This is one of those pick your battles wisely scenarios. And I think that once you see for yourself that this is a winless battle, it's just best to just walk away from it. Aligning with it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go, you know, to grow with it. I mean, possibly, but I think that once you see that you trying to push against that is not working out in your favor, you're going to end up going a different route anyways. If this person is not willing to budge for you, or if this job is not willing to make accommodations for you, then this sets the tone for you to revise your plan, right? We have the Wheel of Fortune again. So I feel like once you handle this right here, okay, acknowledge that the people that you are surrounding yourself with at this time, they're not the supporters that you need, and they need to exit. And I think that this retrograde is what's teaching you, or that's what it's teaching you at this time. It's time for them to make an exit, stage left. And even though you may feel like your plans have been thwarted, it has not. It was just delayed. But the way that the Wheel of Fortune comes around, you know, it's still attached to that wheel. You have to be ready for it. So while the wheel has to go back around, and if you miss the mark, quote unquote, then it's time for you to start making adjustments and do some planning and start paying attention to the pattern, so that the next time that wheel comes around, you ain't got to worry about it no more. Again, with the Seven of Wands in reverse, pick your battles wisely. Okay, like, stop trying to push against what is. You know what is more than I do. But what I love to see is that this Wheel of Fortune is right there. So I do believe that your efforts is going to make its way back to you. It really is. Now, Libra's going to be upset with me because of the fact that I had to cut my videos short because my memory on my card, or on my camcorder, was extremely low. I only had 4 minutes, so I had to rush. but I can take my time with this. These are your last cards anyways before I close it out with an oracle. So, all right, sweet universe. Is there any more messages that you have for Scorpio? And I think after this, I'm going to relax because my head and my throat is on fire, and it's taking a lot out of me to talk. Alright, feels good right there. Oh, they're all pretty strong. I'm gonna go with this one. All right, we have the King of Cups here. So it's interesting because we had the Knight of Cups, right? So this is someone that you don't have to, eventually, when the right time comes along, you will meet an individual that are going to meet the requirements that are tailored for you. You're going to meet someone that is mature mentally, could be of age a little bit, but I just feel like you won't have to worry about flighty. You don't have to worry about flighty energy anymore. That hot and cold energy you don't have to worry about. And this is not going to be someone that's just going to talk the talk. They're going to walk the walk as well. He's someone that will, you know, show you how much he cares about you, he or she. You won't have to constantly question, what are we? If this is a situation, I feel that this is going to help you to understand what requires your emotional attention versus what does not. And it also teaches you to hide your hand. Not everything requires a narrative. We have Judgment here. And so how I look at this is you're going to get a sudden epiphany while you're going through the motions and you're trying to plan things out. I believe that God's going to hit you with some other details that pertains to your personal life. That's going to give you that aha moment. Like, so that's what I need to do. Or maybe you are trying to figure out what's next in your life or how to go about it, and he's going to show you, like, boom. It's also interesting because I'm looking at these souls. You have souls that are partnered with someone. You have some that look like they are transforming into the phoenix. And he's judging them by, I guess, their moral compass, the density of their hearts, perhaps. I'm not for certain. But what I do feel, because the Wheel of Fortune is a 10, I do feel that you're going to get double that. with the Judgment card. Maybe this is you understanding that you were cheating yourself, whatever the circumstance is, but you're definitely going to reap the benefits of it. We have the Strength card. And I feel that what this is saying is, despite how angry people might make you, sometimes it's just, you know, don't even argue with them. Just go with the flow. Like, all right, you don't see things my way, that's cool. We can end things right here. Or we can, you know, we can agree to disagree. See what I'm saying? So just mind your tongue. Because I feel like that's just going right back to where you started. You want to get away from that, right? We have the Four of Cups here. And so with the Four of Cups, I just feel like at this time, you just need to protect your energy, your emotional energy at that. Okay? While you're trying to ground yourself, don't let anybody distract you. There is a pastor that I saw on Instagram, and he said, I'm gonna paraphrase, but basically he's like, if you have a bunch of people that you don't need to talk to, he was like, you ain't gotta delete their number. Just put, don't answer 1, don't answer 2, don't answer 3. Like, that's all you gotta do. Like, you don't have to delete them. Just know that these are individuals that you just don't have time to talk to because they are energetically draining. And you have to protect your peace. But also keep in mind that while you're regaining your emotional peace, it is easy to succumb to being numb and resisting outside influences. You'll know, and I think with the Judgment card here, you'll know who deserves your energy versus who doesn't. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't be so closed off to where you will end up missing out on an opportunity. You'll just know. That's all I can say. You'll just know. So let's go ahead and close this out with an oracle. I'm going to get my tail off of here and I'm going to rest my throat. Give me some tea and some ibuprofen. Feels good right there. All right. First card out, we have, there it goes, release other people's emotions. And it says, ask yourself, is this emotion mine? Exhale uncomfortable feelings that are not yours so that they no longer linger in your body. Inhale light and space. I love that because, yeah, it causes you to be trapped. You know, misery does love company. And who's to say, you know, you have to have some bit of compassion for the person. But I do understand that you're like, I just wish that you would just get it. You know, like, this is not beneficial to you or me. So just, anyways, it says you can handle this. And it says there is a wise saying, you are never given more than you can handle. Tune into your heart and reconnect with your strength. And we have the Strength card right here. So I feel that this time around, this is just helping you to, this phase is to, you know, like I said, Revise some things that you may have stumbled on along the way. Change up some things. Plan out better. Plan things better. But above all, you're going to be all right. It says, experience the passion of fire. Reignite your life force by gazing into a cozy fire, recharging in the sunlight, or lighting a candle. Allow fire to spark your vision and vitality. And at the bottom, I'm so glad to see this. It says, set clear boundaries. Empower yourself by setting limits, such as saying no to a request or socializing less. This kind of self-care creates respectful, healthy, and This kind of self-care creates more respectful, healthy relationships. There you go. I love that for you. So, dear Scorpio, whether it's a person, people, place, or thing, this is nothing more than just patterns that need to be realigned. Some need to be revised, some need to be cut completely out. But at the end of the day, you will be okay. Okay? So if you enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Tell your friends about me. Hit that subscribe button. But also remember this. When life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. Take care, everyone. Bye.